Enter.
Bonk bonk. Hello.
So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Ul'dahs place great faith in you.
Seems like it, yeah.
This way. I bid you welcome.
Thank you.
I am Melvi Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa.
Forgive me if I forget. What the f*** is
Now,
that
what
name?
news from Thanalan?
Shit scuffed over there. A memorial service to honor the fallen. Where'd the voice acting go? 7 hells. Has it been 5 years? Why does the voice acting stop? The Meteor Project. Legatus Nile von Darnus, Hellstaken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. What? Huh? Why the voice acting have to stop? She is one of the good ones. She is one of the few good voice actors that I've seen so far. Or Archon Louis Sois still with us? Will doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not. Okay, so Louis Sois is probably the elf, the Gandalf dude who gave his life to save everyone. And this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. So plan. Reborn has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Okay, to Gridania. Give my regards to the Elder Seer. Tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest and one in poor taste, but I will have you tell it all the same.
On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome.
Thank you.
Please.
For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilsabard, the northern continent. Okay, so it's Eorzea, Ilsabard, and then an eastern continent, I'm guessing. However, its innovations in the field of magitech, some 50 years past, helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the Primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. Feather pen, feather pen. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Back to Ul'dah, people. The Tamtara Deep Croft awakens to the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Who summons me from the void to reside within this crude vessel? That's not a Balrog. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Oh no. Oh no, what happened to you guys? Aver's gone and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. Oh no! Oh no. This is a normal, like, MMO player shouting at their healer. Oh no. Aren't these the guys that have been, like, following me from the, like, dungeon to dungeon? Standing outside being like, we will beat it first. And, but I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. Sounds about right. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. But to hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I accidentally skipped part of the text. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Aver's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. Why do you have his head? I'm so sorry, Aver. Please forgive me. Get rid of his head! What do you... Scenes like this have become all too common. This makes a dozen times in half as many days. Why is she carrying a head? About a bell ago... What the how's a bell a measure of time? I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer. And you are nothing if not reliable. I mean, look at my face. If that's not... Yes, my lord. I look so reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Yo, Mamodi. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, and other second under that sun and I would have been set afire, a tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Papa Scion, Papa Scion. Excellent timing, Papa Scion. It just so happens that the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. Oh, why, if it isn't my good friend Chrane. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. Just like in the other two areas you just were, this is like an introductory dungeon in all the 3 different zones. These giants are of the clan known as Hecatonkris? Hecatonkris? That's like a Greek mythological creature, right? Hecatonkris. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty.
Other Conqueror Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good times with Papa Scion next when I see him. As for you want to report Mamodi, it'll be the woman who'll see you alive and in one piece.
What? That's not good. What's up? Obnoxious merchant.
Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it.
I think that fits him, right? Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin.
What rot? You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mold meat, much less a choice cut of dodo.
Okay, I feel like this is a very appropriate voice for this man.
I'm going to say one more time, go back, get back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never stepped foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know, help keep the streets safe for law by your citizens, but I'm a reasonable man. If you agree, serve me in whatever capacity I require. The authorities needn't hear of your crime.
The voice feels more fitting with every sentence he utters. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness.
Oh, weird, I gotta help.
Hello. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal it. Oh, I'm laughing for something I will not explain to you. That's not for you to know. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal.
Hey, who the hell are you in your dog master?
What the what is that sentence? And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? That's a weird sentence.
I've had enough of this memories farce. You lot, teach him a lesson.
I'm just gonna kill all of them. Told you. Job's done. I ain't getting paid enough for this.
Run! Hey, where do you think you're going?
Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over.
Oh no. More work?
Why did I give him the voice of the peasants from Warcraft 3? It's the hat. It has to be the hat. I'd swear there were more refugees than when last I looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Why am I so, like, deep into this scene? It's just, like, exposition. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. She did buy the meat. Nice. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. She did not lie. Looking round, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. What's misery? What am I? No misery. So she did buy the meat. Sir, are you alright?
Job's done. Yes, my lord.
What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What, you start by them? You say that's absurd.
I hate this dude. Aye, as did I. Leave this poor woman alone, you damnable vulture.
Who said that?
It's me, Optimus Prime.
That'd be the best. Give me Optimus Prime. Why would...
I will overlook this, but just this once.
It better be Optimus Prime, or I would be very disappointed. Show yourself. God's bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. I don't bear thinking about.
Yeah, alright. More work?
All's well that ends well. Hey, Thancred. It's not Optimus Prime, but I'll take it. We meet again. Pray do not mistake my intent, for it is always honorable, but I've been watching you ever since you departed Ul'dah. You played the part of Envoy to perfection, confident as a man on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. And when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my friend, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being somewhat in awe of you. Oh, but my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed one of whom I have been looking for. An adventurer possessed by a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. Yeah, I would agree. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent. Oh, okay. Who shares my talent. Cool. And can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you'd agree to join our cause. Dope. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me your answer now. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak to Momodi, the ever-lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Alright. Tell her the Scions of the 7th Dawn have found their man, and she will tell you where to find us. Scions of the 7th Dawn. Cool. Sick. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. That's what she told me. Are there just always people fighting in this place? She's not exaggerating. My god. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you grace your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Chrane, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. Yeah, I recognize the wording there. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants. Let's try the sentence again. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. That still doesn't. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Is this the chick with the head? Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. Alright. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventure, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the man you are, and of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as Aver once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name.
Woo-woo.
Crane Caudle, I shan't forget. Soon to be Crane Carmine. I just need to figure out how to name change. Thank you, Crane Caudle, soon to be Crane Carmine. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. What'd you say? You want to know about the science of the 7th Dawn? Sure. You're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Crane, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk. And the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Alright. More work! Oh yeah! Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. I can't keep up that voice, I felt that right away. Now please be advised that this is a private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here at the behest of Thancred. My sincerest apologies, may I please have your name? He's Crane Caudle, soon to be Crane Carmine. Crane Caudle. Ah, here you are. By the way, I cut my character's hair to look more like my hair. You know, I cut it in honor of the guy whose head Edda cut off. Crane Caudle. Ah, here you are. Hello. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. My name is Tataru. Tataru sounds better, but I'm not sure which one is it. Let's go with... I'll say Tataru right now, and we'll see which one ends up being right. And I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Well.
So you are the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Voice acting? My goodness. I am.
Well met, friend. My name is Minpelia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I have awaited your coming.
You want to rephrase that? Or... No? Okay.
Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
So is this like my actual Final Fantasy party? Thancred, Madu.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time.
Uh-huh.
First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do.
Go right ahead.
We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea.
Right, I found out about this. Click space to let the conversation
Among our greatest
autoplay.
concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals.
Do explain primals to me,
Their
please.
existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
So are they
Our order is home
the
to a number of
summons?
individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
Yes.
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality?
Yes.
Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Yes. I was holding a stone.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo.
The Echo. Okay.
The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them.
So that's what happened
you may
with the...
even interact with that which you see, though you cannot
woman in
change
the
the
market.
outcome of events.
And when I
For
saw
another
Kara now.
blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words.
Oh.
In short, the Echo is a truly
So it
extraordinary
transcends
power.
language. Cool.
And this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
I too!
With that
So she's the one who
established,
has it.
let
Okay.
us return to the subject of the primals.
Yes.
So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace.
Okay.
Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm.
Alright.
I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea.
World of Warcraft.
But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it?
It is but
And
temptation.
so I implore you, lend us your power.
Mm-hmm. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example, are you familiar with them? They're individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belong in your bank. So that's how the bank system works. I was wondering where the bank was, like how I would go about using a bank. So I guess that makes sense. It's a strange thing to unlock through the story, though. The papers you requested, my lady. This paper right here. Thank you. I'm just gonna go with Tataru. It sounds better to me. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you're entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate? I don't know. Regarding the particulars of his arrangements, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your coming endeavors. Oh, it's a sloppy sentence. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your hearts. It said talents. Mutually beneficial relationship, I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. Censor? Censure? I don't know. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. I've heard Wild Rose in regards to Final Fantasy before, but I'm not sure where.
I take it you will help us.
Aye.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
Of course.
But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
No.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states,
Oh.
and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them.
Okay, cool. What happened to them?
Among their number,
They said used to
there were
be,
a
so...
noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons.
Archons? Okay. Noted.
Those same brave souls stand
Oh.
before you now.
Okay.
The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Papalimo.
Ida, Papalimo.
The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hi.
Welcome.
Uh-huh.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
I know him.
He is our man here in Ul'dah,
Yeah.
Jewel of the Desert.
He's cool.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
I never doubted that you'd come.
My god.
If I may,
Stop.
the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola.
Y'shtola,
Limsa
okay.
Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Greetings.
Hold on. Okay. So they each, like, he was situated in Ul'dah, which is where I started the game, and she's situated in Limsa, and they said that the other two were in the Twelveswood. So does that mean that depending on where you start the game, you'll get introduced to different ones? Like, if I was to start as the warrior starting class, marauder. If I was a marauder and started in Lominsa, would I have been questing with her? I'd be interested to know about that. That's cool, if that's the case.
Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls.
Urianger,
Pray
okay.
seek him out whenever you have questions.
Why did I stop the text?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Huh?
The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
Uh-huh.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader
He seems
was
like
taken
someone that
from
would
us, but we did not stray
be
from
able to
our
go on for
purpose.
hours.
We
Our
sought
leader
out
was taken from
Minfilia
us.
and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Okay.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru. our
Tataru.
clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
So it's Tataru, okay.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
That voice is actually perfect for that
In time,
character.
I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
Uh-huh.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived, but
There's a lot of
recently.
stuff in this game called Bald something or other.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames.
Okay.
Thancred, would you do the honors?
That would make sense. Ul'dah is his
It
area.
would be my pleasure.
Pleasure.
Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral
Amagina,
Concern
okay.
was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
I thought I helped them.
But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence.
Coincidence is dangerous.
Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal
He's one of the
Flames
top
deal
criminals
with
in the
their
world.
like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Okay, so can we actually talk about primals for a bit?
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
Ifrit, yep. Okay, so
If we then
they're
consider
summons.
the objects
Okay,
that were
got it.
taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
Interesting that they're named primals in this.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You have my thanks. If there is
Thank
aught
you.
you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred.
Yeah.
He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Dear fellow. Okay, primals. Oh no, it's this guy.
Well, gods be damned, you're the bloody adventurer threatening me back in Ul'dah. What is the 7 else you owe me now? Dear friend, missing people, please yours, Eisenbart. Folk around here are swearing as they come, they'll turn tail and run if you so much past wind nearby, playing them off for fools and coasting some more labor out of them, I did. If anything, you're even more timid than before. We all disappear so you can't go talking to yourself.
Of course this guy's involved.